doing today?
Good.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with 5 analysis questions, okay? The first one is, do any of you know how porn affects the brain?
No, sir.
No.
Okay.
No.
Do you think porn should continue to be legal to watch?
Yes.
Okay. If it should continue to be legal, should there be any restrictions?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Do you know that the porn industry is a multi-trillion-dollar industry?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Do you know that kids have access to porn at a very young age?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, with 64% of young people, ages 13 to 24, actively seek out pornography weekly or more often, the pornography industry is a continuous and growing industry. Okay, with 66% of men and 41% of women viewing porn in the United States, I'm going to show you how porn is actually going to affect the brain. Okay, so studies show that people who consume pornography have brains that are less connected and less active. Okay, so the brain is made up of 100 billion special nerves called neurons. Okay, now the cool thing about neurons is what they do is they send signals from the brain to your body parts to transmit certain actions. So for example, when you want to learn to play the guitar and you want to hit the E note, right, your brain is going to send a signal to your finger or your hand to do a certain action to learn how to play the guitar. Okay, it's going to build over time. That's how you learn. Now, the cool thing about porn is that porn is a spectacular way at forming new, long-lasting pathways in the brain. Now, what pathways are is that when you continuously do these actions, like playing the guitar, your brain is building pathways, like, for example, a trail in the woods, right? When you're walking on a trail, the more you do something, the more that trail is going to be wider and more permanent, okay? So, porn is the exact same thing. The more you watch it, the more your brain is gonna wanna watch it. So, porn is so good at forming these pathways that not many other activities even compete with it, like having sex or eating food or something like that. So this leads me to my next point, which is how addictive porn can be, okay? Porn can be compared to addictive substances like cocaine and tobacco. When a person does cocaine, basically they want to continue to do it because of a chemical that is released when you do cocaine or watch porn. It's called delta phos B, okay? So remember the trails in the woods I was talking about?
Yeah.
So basically, delta phos B is like a trooper on that trail digging and making it more permanent. That's what it does in your brain. Okay, so that's where addiction comes from. So delta phos B says, hey, whatever you're doing right now feels really good. Let's memorize this, store it away, and keep doing it and remember to do it later, okay? So porn will destroy your reward system by releasing high amounts of dopamine levels that are not natural, okay? They're not realistic. So when addicted to porn, it will hijack your brain and it makes you prefer porn over other activities like having sex with your partner and eating healthy or enjoying a simple workout. So what should we do about all this? Basically, what I think we should do is that the government should make porn illegal to some extent, okay? For example, if you want to watch porn, it should be made only available in stores that are ID'd at entrance, okay? Just like a strip club or something like that. Also, I think porn should be limited to electronics, so there has to be some way to confirm 100% that you're above 18 years old, okay? Now, here are 5 facts, okay, as to how porn affects people, and this will, be used as the stamp of approval as to why we should stop porn or make it illegal to some extent. The first fact is people who admit to having extramarital affairs were over 300% more likely to admit consuming porn than those who haven't had an affair.
That's great.
Okay, a study done by University of New Orleans in the psychology department, published in 2013, porn can increase risk of mental health issues like anxiety, depression, insecurity, and like body image problems. Okay. The third fact is people who consume porn regularly are more likely to not get married because they replace that action of porn instead of getting into a real relationship and having real healthy natural sex. Okay. The fourth fact is every day there are 116,000 searches for child pornography. Okay, and this is due to people watching porn.
Disgusting.
All right. Porn websites receive more traffic than Netflix, Twitter, and Amazon combined. And that is a ridiculous number, okay?
Sheesh.
And that's why we should make porn illegal to some extent. Now, the sources that I use for this speech is fightthenewdrug.org, graymattersjournal.com, and telegraph.co.uk.